Good morning and welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak, sponsored by Renaissance Bank for Thursday, December 7th. I'm your host, Chris Kiefer, and we're going to take a look at the top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi. But first, let's start with your weather forecast. Today, we're looking at cloudy skies with a high of 47 and a low of 27. It's a 20% chance of rain. Looking ahead at your three-day outlook, Friday, partly cloudy with a high of 43 and a low of 24. Saturday, sunny, high of 50 and a low of 23. And Sunday, sunny again, high of 47 and a low of 30. That's a 0% chance of rain for the next 3 days. Let's take a look now at today's top headlines. A new agreement aims to provide natural gas access to rural residents throughout the state. The agreement between Atmos Energy and the State Public Service Commissioner was approved on Tuesday. Under the program, Atmos agreed to forgo $5 million in profit annually for 5 years. It will use $3 million of that money to expand natural gas service into rural and underserved areas. The other $2 million annually will be used for meter installation and other service extensions for Atmos. Northern District Public Service Commissioner Brandon Presley has been championing the need to expand natural gas service to rural areas. He called the program the boldest move yet to improve energy choices for rural residents. Atmos currently provides natural gas to 270,000 Mississippi customers. Presley said the hope is for the program to expand service to an additional 1,000 customers per year. Meanwhile, the Public Service Commission approved a monthly rate increase for averaging $2.41 for the average Atmos customer. Those funds will be used for repairs and expansions to rural industrial parks. The Tupelo Hunger Coalition met on Tuesday evening to discuss ways to better funnel resources to where they are most needed. The discussions looked at forming a collaborative network of local nonprofits and food agencies in Lee County. A small group of members from the community attended the meeting. That included small business owners, industry leaders, school representatives, government officials, and volunteers. United Way of Northeast Mississippi President Melinda Tidwell said the coalition has determined 3 main areas of need in Lee County. Those are food delivery, food pantries, and school programs. At Tuesday's meeting, there was a consensus about the need to hire a part-time coordinator to manage the network of organizations, schools, and food pantries. Another of the coalition's goals is to raise funds for local food pantries instead of focusing on food donations from local residents. That's because food pantries can buy more food for their dollar. The Tupelo City Council has approved a plan to raise water rates by 2% each year over the next 4 years. Tupelo Water and Light Director Johnny Timmons requested the rate hikes to help fund infrastructure improvements and repairs. They will also help ensure the city-owned utility has enough financial flexibility to absorb unanticipated costs. Timmons recently announced a $15 million 2-year plan to upgrade the city's aging networks of lift stations and the 40-year-old central pumping station. The first 2% increase for all TW&L customers will go into force on January 7th. Additional increases will follow in January of 2019, 2020, and 2021. The Tupelo City Council unanimously approved the increases on Tuesday. In January, the minimum monthly bill for a customer inside city limits will go from $11.05 to $11.27. And in sports, the Wheeler High School basketball team is building on the success of last year's historic season. The Eagles had 26 wins and 4 losses last year and reached the state tournament for the first time in 23 years. They have 4 starters back this year, and they've won 7 of their first 8 games. One of those returnees is senior guard Alex Wilson. He scored 25 points in a 70-49 win over Biggersville to open division play on Tuesday. Wilson made 5 3-pointers against Biggersville, and he's scoring a team-leading 17.1 points per game. The other 3 returning starters, Jalen Bean, Luke McBrayer, and Colin Swinney, also averaged double figures. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Listen to the Memo podcast for the latest on news and entertainment in Northeast Mississippi with hosts Emma Kent and Derek Russell. On Wednesday's episode, we talked about the financial state of the Tupelo-based hospital system, the upcoming retirement of Tupelo School District Superintendent Gerald Loden, the new grant library at Mississippi State University, and a Blue Springs resident who operates a sawmill as a hobby. Listen at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or at memo.djournal.com. And Ole Miss and Mississippi State fans, listen to the Double Coverage podcast with beat reporters Parrish Alford and Logan Lowry for the latest in Rebels and Bulldogs. Look for a new episode today in Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or at doublecoverage.djournal.com. And remember, Santa Claus will be at the Daily Journal this afternoon from 4 to 6. Children can write their Santa letters that may be published in the Daily Journal, and pictures with Santa can be downloaded for free. Special thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring Newsbreak. And remember, you can catch news episodes each weekday morning at 7 a.m. at djournal.com or on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Kiefer. Have a great Friday.